Alright, let's talk about Bleach's next arc. Now, I've been slacking off on Bleach a lot, I'll be very honest here. As of right now, I should have reached at least 200 episodes if I was continuously watching it, but I haven't been continuously watching it, so it's been around 150 odd episodes. But I did complete the arc after the boundary, that is the arrival arc, the Arrancar arrival arc, if I put it correctly. So yeah, that's the arc that I completed, quote unquote, before like kind of slowing the process of watching Bleach, because I don't want to be like just completely watching Bleach. I want to do other stuff too, and that's the reason why you must be thinking that I haven't been uploading a lot of Bleach content lately. That's just because I just feel like I don't want to watch too much Bleach right now. It's just saying, because I personally, don't get me wrong, I love Bleach, I love characters and all, but still, I don't want to watch it all day and all night. Just saying, like, I was watching it all day and all night to just get to 150 odd episodes that I got to. So not at least not 9, but yes, all day, yes, at least like 2 hours. So I'm just taking a break from those 2 hours because I'll be getting back on the grinding. Like, I'll be getting back on that quick grind once I come back to the farm of watching Bleach. For now, I'm just watching like 2 or 3 episodes per day, but not getting into much of this. Talking about this arc, Arrival Arrancar arc. Basically, it is definitely an amazing arc, and rewatching it just makes me feel completely different of the arc, and it makes it feel even more amazed for the arc to stand up even up to this day. Because remember, this arc was created in what, in 2007, 8, something like that, and this arc has one of my favorite openings, that is Alone's from Aqua Times, and that's in opening number 6 if I'm correct of Bleach. Like, I love that opening, and still it's an amazing arc to begin with, without any like giving the praises that it deserves. But I want to give its praises, okay, but I want to go through each and every part of it, dissected like in each and every part, and why I personally like the arc. To begin with, this guy takes the crown for me in this arc. Like, Loki, there is no other guy I see more fitting than this one. Shinji is such a, and now I know he sounds like Sanji, but no, his persona is completely different of Sanji. I mean, technically, yeah, but Shinji is freaking amazing, dude. Like, let's be honest here. He instantly became one of my favorite characters in Bleach. I'm still saying Kenpachi is my favorite character in Bleach. Just gonna put it out there. But still, he definitely became one of my top 5 favorite characters in Bleach. Definitely, hands down. As soon as he was introduced, because it's just the way he charms. It's different from all the other characters. The way he shines compared to the other characters, and the way he acts and everything like that. Like, it just completely different from all the other characters, especially his theme song. Escalon is such a good theme song, and I know it sounds like Escanor, but Escalon is such a good theme song. Like, let's be honest here, aliens and cowboys, who wouldn't love that soundtrack, to be honest. And this is, I freaking love that hollow mask. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I love the hollow mask. Now, what is this hollow mask, you must be asking? They're wisers, basically. Wisers are basically Wisered. I completely messed up. It's Wiser, right? I remember. But there are basically some people who have Soul Reaper powers, as well as the Hollow. They have surpassed bounds of Soul Reapers and Hollows, and actually bound together to become a unit of it, Hollow within them, and a Soul Reaper too. So basically, they are like the Arrancars, but they aren't like that. They aren't Hollows who strive to achieve a Soul Reaper's power, but rather they are Soul Reapers who strive to achieve a Hollow's power. And that's basically why the mask is there, because basically Shinji tries to achieve the Hollow's power. Well, there is an explanation to that later on, but I don't want to spoil much into it, and just want to keep it to this arc minimum. And go when I get into that arc, I'll be speaking about that too. But that is one of the coolest things I think so I've seen in Bleach. To be honest, like wizards, like let's be honest, sure, are some of the cool and freaking people in all Bleach. Like let's be honest, sure. Like wizards are coolest people, and to be honest, I do believe that they are even stronger than the captain, because what Shinji does later on in this arc, which I'm gonna get into. But this is the interesting confrontation I loved. Uri's father, when he appeared for the first time, and I was like, yeah, overshadowing. I said this in my first part too. Overshadowing. Again, overshadowing. It's overshadowing something that's gonna happen in the manga in the future. So, yeah, but to be honest, getting back his Quincy powers and everything is a pretty cool thing, because I love Uryu as a Quincy. He is one of the coolest looking Quincy's I've ever seen. Like, let's be honest here, Uryu is freaking cool. Like, he's definitely not my. He used to be my favorite character in Bleach, like over Kenpachi. I used to love him, but he kinda just became useless after the Rukia Rescue arc. Like, he didn't do anything major, to be honest, other than the filler arcs. There isn't anything major, quote unquote, that he has done. Like, he hasn't taken, like, the only thing I think so I remember him doing major, I wouldn't even call it a major thing, but he did fight the Espada number 0, and he did fight Espada number 6, I think so. Was it 6 or was it 7? I don't remember that well. But he did fight them, but he did not defeat them. It's mostly that one of the Espadas was defeated by Mayuri, another one was defeated by Byakuya and Kenpachi together. Those were the two guys who were doing the most work, to be honest, in that fight, in Espada's number 0's fight, at least to what I remember. But the thing, just that there are other characters too that take their L, but I think so. What the thing is that Uryu is like the rival character, and like his L's aren't like overshadowed like other characters' L's. That's basically how I feel like when I look at Uryu, because Uryu is an amazing character. Like I love him. He's got his backstory, his origins, everything correct, and you got him. You got a good character there going for you. But the only thing is that the L's that he takes aren't like they are like overshadowed by others, like Ichigo's L or Rukia's L or other people. Like there are a lot more. Renji, like there are a lot more. So yeah. Oh yeah, let's talk about Ishin. Yeah, Ishin. Yeah, yeah. Gotta love Ishin, you know. Like another character that I was like instantly like, he is freaking amazing. Like I should say the way Bleach introduces each character is freaking amazing. Byakuya was the only character I think that I wasn't a big fan of was Renji, because I just felt like his introduction was kind of edgy in a way. That's just how I felt. Don't get me wrong, Renji is a good character too. Like I love Renji too, but at first time when I saw Renji, it was just meh. Like I felt it was very edgy to me. But Bleach knows how to introduce the characters. They introduced Ichigo well. At least Rukia was alright. Byakuya was amazing. The way he just slashes off Ichigo. Even Kenpachi was a pretty good introduction. Mayuri was pretty cool. The head captain's introduction is pretty cool. Like every character has their cool introduction, and I love that. I freaking love the way they introduce each characters. Even in the filler arcs, I would give even the Bounce the thing that they did. Like it's freaking amazing. It's a Zanpakuto revival arc. Like they do some good job with introduction of characters. Pretty cool job. And Ishin was one of them. The way he just came, introduction and everything, pretty cool. This is another thing about Arrancar trying to achieve like Soul powers, and he's holding the Zanpakuto. So yeah, that's what a Hogyoku can do. the Hogyoku that Aizen took from Rukia and Rukia Rescue arc. That's what it can do. Now, this whole sequence, this whole sequence, I don't know what to say about this whole sequence, you know, like the way it just went, because it made Ichigo question about himself in a way, about how like he could protect others. But like, to be honest, sure, uh like Ichigo here becomes very depressed. Like, he I think that this is the most depressed that he would ever get in a series, other than the time that happens like way later on the series. Like, yeah, he did get depressed a lot in the Karya arc, the Bound arc, but after this fight, he just gets straight up depressed that he couldn't protect anyone because of his inner hollow and everything. Well, when he clearly had a solution right in front of him. So, freaking great. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, for real. And it's like, yeah, I just don't know, because he easily took down Yami like it was nothing. Like literally easily took out Yami like it was nothing. Even the Yami's true form would have been pretty damn tough for current Ichigo, the Ichigo that was there, who was fighting Yami. Yami's Zanpakuto release would have been freaking hard for Ichigo to handle. And even Ukihara was way stronger than Ichigo at this point, and he was way stronger than Ichigo even when he fought Ichigo in his fight. So there's a lot to do with Ukihara and Yami being way strong, and that's pretty much it. Now this is pretty cool, the way all the Arrancars arrive, and with our number 6 Grimjaw, amazing character by the way. Grimjaw is another amazing character. Gotta love Grimjaw for what he is. You know what? Ikaku. My man Ikaku has one of the coolest looking Bankais in all Bleach. Definitely up there with Kenpachi's Bankai. Like, definitely it's up there with Kenpachi's Bankai for me, because this shit looks cool. I swear to God, like look at the edges. Like, jeez, I freaking love. And that dragon on the top, I freaking love Ikaku's Bankai. Very honest here, love Ikaku's Bankai. It looks so damn cool. Very honest. This is definitely my top 5 favorite Bankais. To be honest, it may even be my favorite Bankai in the series, if I had to put it. Like, looking at Ikaku's Bankai is just so cool. Like, I don't know what else I can say. It's just cool. Like I'm being very honest here. Just look at it. Like, yeah, Ikaku's having a hard time and all, but look at this Bankai. Who the hell wouldn't want a Bankai like that? Plus, you are fast, so it is a freaking amazing Bankai. Like, I love that Bankai. Yes, I'm fanboy over a Bankai. Like, just looking at that Bankai, it's just so cool. Ikaku's Bankai has always been the coolest. Like, and now let's talk about Ikaku's backstory too, because Ikaku's backstory was also quite interesting, to be honest with me, because he's somebody who's always pursuing Zaraki. Like, he has always been pursuing Kenpachi for strength, for his leadership and everything. He's pursuing Kenpachi to surpass him. He's pretty much accepted that he can't surpass him, but at the same time, he still doesn't want to accept that he has surpassed him, if you understand what I'm saying. So, like, it's a pretty interesting backstory about how Ikaku joined Kenpachi's squad and everything. Pretty cool in my opinion. Pretty damn, like, the backstory was just... It was just pretty damn well written, to be honest, for me. So it was a pretty cool thing to do with him. Oh, you know, baby girl Ururu is freaking amazing. She knows what she's doing. Like, let's be honest here. And yes, baby girl Ururu is freaking amazing. most of this is just pretty much them having a hard time because they don't have a seal. So without a seal, they have basically nothing without a seal. But here's an interesting thing: Ichigo is easily defeated by Grimjow. Why, you ask? It's because he was weak at this point. He was weak at this point of the series. And he was easily defeated by the Grimjow. Easily, hands down. And Ichigo's Hollow was trying to take control over him, but he stopped stopped the Hollow from taking control over him. Like, it is pretty cool to see an underdog story, to be honest, because when you look at Ichigo, you can feel he's an underdog in every single aspect. I mean, yeah, he's got his powers and everything, he's got a Bankai and all that, but he's still an underdog. He is still an underdog, to be honest. This is why he's having the most, he has the most hardest time dealing with the most simplest thing. As that's how I can put it with Ichigo. And I'm not saying Grimjow is a simple thing, okay? But there's some times that Ichigo can't deal with simple things, and that's just how to get stronger, where to get stronger, what to do to get stronger. Like, everything is in front of him, but he still wants to do that. And that's what I think that's what I don't like about Ichigo, because he has everything like just lying in front of him, but he doesn't want to accept it or want to like take it in. That's basically what I feel when I look at Ichigo as a character. Grimjow again, pretty cool. Oh yeah, this whole sequence was amazing. Now, when Ichigo finally like decides to like take on Hiyori, not Hiyori, Shinji's offer, Hiyori tests his strength, okay? And this man bodies her, claps her, just like that, showing how dominant Ichigo's power is. They needed every single riser to just hold on Ichigo. They needed every single one of them, and they were just holding him down. That's how intensifying Ichigo's shit was. Like, this man was in damn big trouble. It would have been impossible for them to do this shit if they didn't have anybody but Hiyori there. Like, Ichigo is freaking powerful as shit in this hollow form. This just shows how much power he has. Even though he doesn't have to control, he still has a lot of power in this form. Just so powerful, like damn powerful. And then we got this Ichigo fighting his own Zangetsu. That is Zangetsu. That is literally Zangetsu. And he isn't joking when he says that it's Zangetsu. It is Zangetsu, and there is a reason to why there is. He sees two Zangetsus, a black Zangetsu and white Zangetsu, which I recommend reading the manga, which I don't know why you would not read by it, because it is a rushed ending, but it still explains a lot of stuff about two Zangetsus and all that. So a lot of overshadowing here and there, like. It's pretty cool in my opinion. Like, everything was planned out, but the ending was rushed because problems with Shonen Jump and Tite Kubo and everything. It's pretty sad to see the last arc being rushed, and I hope if whenever Bleach comes back, I know it's coming back. Tite Kubo works on it and gives us a better ending to the Bleach anime. So it would be great to have a better ending to the Bleach series, because the ending was rushed. We all know that. We all saw that. We all can agree that that was the bad ending. We need a good ending in the visual novel sense. So yeah. Again, that's pretty much it. Oh yes. I hate this character. Like, low key. Aizen. I know Aizen manipulates people. Okay, he has manipulated many people. I'll not lie. But why the hell would you even try to justify that he did nothing wrong? That's some retarded shit. When everything happened in front of you, he stabbed you. And instead of trying to actually get revenge on this man for what he did, why he killed so many people, he killed so many people and all that, like, she's she's so I I can't believe that I I hate her. She like I don't think so I hate Orihime as much as I hate this character. Momo is just I don't know what to say. She's so bad. Like why? I don't know if this is intentional or not, but if it's not, it's just bad writing because after all the stuff that happened, it's just like what? What? You still want to save Aizen after all that stuff? Still want to do that? Like freaking hell! What? Like I I don't know. I just feel like screaming out loud. But I don't wanna because it's night and shit. Yeah, this was a pretty cool sequence too. Like how he shoots his arrow in between Uri's chest and how he just exhausts everything and all that. That was a pretty cool sequence in my opinion. Pretty cool. Straight up pretty cool. I'm gonna say it's pretty cool. Straight up. In my opinion, definitely hands down one of the cool shit that happened in Bleach because it's basically exhaustion, kill, rise. Simple as that. And I actually found it pretty cool. I'll not lie. Oh, this is nothing. There are a few filler arcs that I skipped after this because they are actually not main storyline, but just like side filler arcs. Like they're not filler arcs. They're like just filler episodes. That's it, filler episodes. And so that's the reason why I just skipped the filler episodes because there is nothing to speak about in the filler episodes. And this episode also doesn't hold that much weight to be honest because it's just this Arrancar's trying to rebel and everything. So it's just like it has no weight to it. To be honest, like we already had that in form of Grimmjow trying to take down Ichigo and everything. We already had that happen. But this had no weight to it whatsoever. Like yeah, it was cool to see all these well animated fight, not against that, but it's cool to see all this well animated fight and all that, but it just like it had no weight to it. There was nothing at stake or anything. It's just like normal fight, everyday fight. I mean, yeah, the lives were at stake and everything, but still, it wasn't that much important, to be honest. But what was important is this fight, because this whole fight, it was pretty cool. It was well animated and everything, but this whole fight led to even this was pretty cool, not gonna lie. Shinji bodying Grimmjow was pretty damn cool because Grimmjow was ready to release his shit. That was pretty cool too. Like all that shit was cool. Not gonna lie, he was he was so well done. Even for today's age, I'll say it was a well animated fight, to be honest, where like Grimmjow kicks and punches Ichigo. He's like a boxer to Ichigo. It's like fighting a professional boxer and an amateur boxer. That's basically it. An amateur boxer fights a professional boxer. It's just that's it. There it is the best comparison between them. That's it. And Shinji bodies him, and we see Ukihara there. Just she's like, stop. No, don't do it. But this is what I'm talking about. This whole sequence builds up to this. All this fighting builds up to this. And as much as I hate Orihime, I did not dislike it, to be honest. The way she was threatened and all that. Because you got the greatness is Ukihara. Ukihara literally put her under fear. Like this man, the way he just said it. This is not a request. This is not a choice. This is an order. This is an order to you. Like he literally said it. This is an order. Like this man just straight up said, "It's an order, my dude. Just take it." Like you have no other choice. Well, that's pretty cool in my opinion. Okay. I'll lie. I dislike this. Now, one of the reasons why I dislike, before everybody comes into rant and say like, "Oh, this was more emotional," I'm not talking about why I dislike this scene because it was emotional. I'll agree, it was pretty cool to see Orihime actually stand up for her people and all that, and actually leave. And we have another rescue arc. Obviously, it's pretty much like Rukia. Like, let's be honest here. It's just like Rukia Rescue arc. Like, let's be honest here. Only a little intensifying. And the final boss. That's it. Anyways, um, it's pretty cool to see and all that. But there's something I dislike is how she chooses Ichigo or someone like Tatsuki. And why I say Tatsuki, someone like Tatsuki, is because she doesn't even know Ichigo that well. Like, let's be honest here. What is the development she has had with Ichigo up until this point? She's gone to the Soul Society, and she came back. And I'm not counting the filler arcs. That's like I'm not counting the Bound arc. So she basically went to the Soul Society with Ichigo and came back. That's all the relationship they had. That is all. There is nothing else there is to it. But Tatsuki is someone who actually was with her. She has been supporting her. She has been her best friend. She has been her childhood friend since they met in the middle school. So it's kind of that I disliked how she chose to say goodbye to Ichigo or somebody like Tatsuki who has been out there for her since the beginning. Now obviously this is all for plot armor's purposes and everything, and how Ichigo feels her wounds, feels his wounds are healed up and everything, but still, plot armor or not, I still feel like that would have been a very sensible move to make, to be honest, compared to what happened between Ichigo and Orihime, because it just felt like, the hell? Like, it came out of nowhere, let's be honest here. It came out of nowhere, and it just was, yeah, it was hinted and here and there in previous episodes, but to be honest, the chemistry that was more built up to be was Ichigo and Rukia. And I'm not saying that it's necessary that Ichigo ends up with Rukia and all that. No, I know that he ends up with Orihime in the end of the series, but still, it's not important about who ends up with who for me. It's important about how you build up a character to be, and here it just doesn't feel right because the character isn't built up to do this. It's like I just feel like that wasn't the right move. Like I felt like that was a wrong move to do because again, I explain why. Like it feels weird to all of a sudden like put that up. It would have been more emotional with Tatsuki because no, I'm not talking about like getting close to your lips and then getting back and like I can't do it. No, not that. No, no, I'm not talking about, but more about a friendship thing and how she holds Tatsuki dear and near to her heart. So she's important. I think Tatsuki is the most important person. She even saved her at the start of the series. And that's the only important thing that she does, other than helping Aizen. And other than that, that's the only important thing she does throughout the series that helps the main characters, the main cast. So, like, just like, I felt really wrong with that whole scene. Well, anyways, I'm not gonna go more and more into that. Yeah, again, why I say Tatsuki should have been the person. Because Tatsuki was angry. She's angry at Ichigo. Ichigo knows everything, what's happening, and she doesn't know anything what's happening. Another thing, why Tatsuki should have been a more like a important person, because then at least even though Ichigo doesn't know that Orihime has been abducted or not, he still would have like had that thing about this whole sequence happen and Tatsuki question about Orihime and all that, but would have been more impactful, to be honest. Like yes, this was impactful too, I'm not gonna lie, but it would have had that more oomph to it that was needed, which I'll still, this was a pretty cool scene, not gonna lie. It was pretty emotional to see Tatsuki rage out and all that, but still, um yes, this is another cool scene in my opinion. This was probably why Chad, in my opinion, should have been someone who was equivalent of Ichigo. And by equivalent I mean he should have at least been as strong as Ichigo's Bankai. Like, let's be honest here. Like, this whole sequence where Chad asks Ichigo to trust him, is what it's all about. And obviously this is Chad's new arm, it's not your old arm. Like, you can see that Chad as a whole, it's a brand new arm. It's not like his arm where the two things fly and all that. No. So it's important for Chad to be equivalent of someone like Ichigo, because he is someone who has promised to protect Ichigo, but it's been Ichigo who's been protecting them all the time. So, like, even in that episode where he goes like, "You can't trust me, Ichigo," and all that, it's like, really? Like, let's be honest, sure. Chad should have been a very important character. He should have made, in my opinion, he should have been a member of a main cast, if you had to put it, because Chad is such an underrated character because of how underutilized he is and how much they could have done with his character. Like, there could have been a lot of cool stuff. Like, imagine Chad having a hollow mask like Ichigo. Like, let's be honest, that would have been cool. Because his power is more like a hollow than a Soul Reaper. So, it would have been pretty cool to have Chad with a hollow mask. Let's be honest here. I will not lie. It would have been a pretty cool sequence, in my opinion. So yeah, that's it. That was pretty much it for this arc. Again, this arc was freaking amazing for what it had, but it also had its flaws, and I pointed it out with the end of the video. Like, this arc was pretty cool. It has some of the coolest looking fights. Like, if you want fights, good freaking fights, this arc is yours. Like, in my opinion, Bleach, every arc has a pretty damn good fight, except so far I've just watched up to the point where Uyu and the chick with the wing are fighting. That is, I saw around 150 or something. But like, if I'm being honest here, this arc, previous arc had some decent fights. They weren't that good as this arc or the Soul Society arc, but there were some decent fights still. And this arc had some of the good fights too. Especially, I would recommend checking out Ikaku's shit, because Ikaku's fight was freaking amazing. It was cool because of his Bankai and all that, like, way he just ends. Pretty cool. So yeah, Arrival arc. I think so it was. I think it was around a 7 or 10 for me. Pretty cool for what it is. It's a good arc. It is an excellent arc. It's still a good arc. It's an average arc. It's still a good arc. It's not a bad arc. It's still a good arc. Because it has its flaws. It has its good points. So I had to put it out right. So let me know what you think about this arc. Let me know what you rate this arc out of 10. And I'll see you guys in the next video as always. Peace.